think for everyone, probably do more with less, faster. Consistently delivering strategic, human-centric kind of work. It's a real challenge when you're having it to do with a lot less budget, when there's a lot less time to do it in. Obviously, AI is helping to navigate this new world. I think using the tools that we have at our disposal, like Kaizan, for example, it's helping us to reduce the manual tasks, reduce some of the tasks that take a long time but actually are less valuable, if you like, and so that we can actually focus on our clients. Change in behavior from your client, where they become less engaged, when maybe the feedback isn't so on point, or becomes a priority, or is vague. You start seeing less almost interest, less care, and so where your partnership becomes more transactional, it's really dangerous, because it can be very slow in sort of developing, and it just sits underneath, and then sometimes you don't realize it's happening. It's definitely helping, because it's helping us to gauge certain important factors like engagement, or frequency of how we interact with a client, or the sentiment, and therefore those are all things that, of course, you know yourself, you have a good instinct yourself, but it's really helpful to be able to have a tool that actually helps you, to give you that insight, that information. And the fact that it reminds you, or it gives you a recap on some of the moments, for example, and what's gone well, what maybe could have gone better, and what have you. It gives you a bit of a check, it gives you a bit of validation as well, of what you believe. So sometimes it's not just about knowing what you know, but it's perhaps having it confirmed. It's equally helpful. Or sometimes it's also about being able to be reminded of something that you do know, but just the fact that you've got so many things to do all the time, it does help. That ability to have those amazing recaps after a call, but also if I'm unable to attend the call, say there's a clash, it's wonderful. I can just go into the recap, get myself up to speed with everything that's been said, the action, what's the next steps, etc. And I don't have to set up yet another call with my colleagues for them to download all the information. I can then step into action immediately, because it holds all the information about the client, which is fantastic, and that is sort of broader information, so everything to do with that client, the market, perhaps the competitors, lots of things. It's great. I found this great for onboarding. So other new recruits, or even people who are in the agency already, but they are moving from one client to another. Fantastic. I've got to be honest, I'm quite obsessed with the scoring. How we're doing, has anything changed? What do we need to think about? Is there anything else that I didn't think or forgotten, or in terms of around that scoring, what can I do to make it better? This idea that I can look at my dashboard and understand at a glance how my client is doing. I'd say knowledgeable, helpful, and like a friend, like a colleague, like it's almost like somebody else that I can ask a question to.